Let me tell you a story about a man named Ethan Hunt and the world of impossible missions he lives in. A world where nothing is ever quite what it seems, where friends might be enemies, enemies might be friends, and one man will risk everything, sometimes even his own life, to save the day. Once upon a time, in the world of shadows and secrets, there was a team known as the Impossible Missions Force, or IMF for short. Their job? To go where no one else could go and do what no one else dared to do. Their missions were dangerous, often suicidal, sometimes impossible. It all began back in the 1960s as a TV show. Every week, viewers tuned in to watch clever agents pull off wild schemes to topple dictators, steal secrets, or save innocent lives. Each mission began with a recorded message that said, "Your mission, should you choose to accept it," and ended with those famous words, "This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds." Fast forward to 1996. A young, fearless actor named Tom Cruise decided to bring Mission Impossible back, not to TV, but to the big screen. And he wasn't just acting. He was producing, investing, pushing himself to the limits. He became Ethan Hunt, an IMF agent unlike any other. Smart, brave, relentless, and willing to do the unthinkable to save his friends, or the world. From the very first film, Mission Impossible was a ride of twists and turns. Picture this. Ethan Hunt's team is wiped out during a mission in Prague. Betrayal is in the air. Ethan's on the run, accused of being a traitor. To prove his innocence, he plans a daring heist inside the CIA itself. And that's when we get one of the most famous scenes in action movie history. Ethan, suspended by cables, hovering inches above a pressure-sensitive floor, sweat dripping from his forehead as he tries not to make a sound. That was the beginning. Then came the year 2000 and Mission Impossible 2. This time, Ethan faces a rogue IMF agent who plans to unleash a deadly virus called Chimera. The movie is a symphony of motorcycle chases, slow-motion dives, fluttering white doves, and blazing explosions. It's the most stylized film in the franchise. It's big, bold, and a bit over the top. But Ethan Hunt wasn't done yet. In 2006, Mission Impossible 3 hit theaters. Ethan is older now, trying to leave the spy life behind. He's fallen in love. He wants a normal life. But trouble comes knocking when a ruthless arms dealer, played by the incredible Philip Seymour Hoffman, kidnaps Ethan's fiancée. Now Ethan is fighting not just for his country, but for the woman he loves. The film is intense, emotional, and showed us a more human side of the super spy we thought we knew. But the impossible missions. In 2011, Ethan Hunt returned in Ghost Protocol. This time, the IMF is blamed for bombing the Kremlin. The team is disavowed. Alone, hunted, they must clear their names and prevent a nuclear catastrophe. And then comes the scene that made audiences gasp worldwide. Tom Cruise, as Ethan, climbing the glass exterior of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Hundreds of stories above the ground, hanging on by suction gloves, wind howling around him. And yes, that was really Tom Cruise doing the stunt. But the missions kept coming. In 2015, Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation arrived. A secret organization called the Syndicate, a network of rogue operatives, is planning global chaos. Ethan and his team must go rogue themselves to stop them. The movie opens with an unforgettable moment. Tom Cruise hanging onto the side of a cargo plane as it takes off into the sky. No green screens, no CGI, just pure adrenaline. It's also in Rogue Nation that we meet Ilsa Faust, a mysterious MI6 agent played by Rebecca Ferguson. She's smart, deadly, and has a complicated connection with Ethan. Is she friend or foe? The lines are blurred. In 2018 came perhaps the biggest mission yet. Mission Impossible: Fallout. Ethan faces consequences from a mission gone wrong, as nuclear weapons fall into the hands of terrorists. The action reaches new heights, literally. One of the wildest scenes involves Ethan performing a halo jump, a high-altitude, low-opening parachute dive, leaping from a plane into a lightning storm. Once again, Tom Cruise actually did it, training for over a year to pull it off safely. And then there's a savage fight scene in a bathroom, and a helicopter chase through snow-capped mountains. During filming, Cruise even broke his ankle performing a rooftop leap, but he kept running, finishing the scene before collapsing. That's the dedication behind Mission Impossible. In 2023, Dead Reckoning Part 1 brought Ethan back once more. This time, the enemy is artificial intelligence, a powerful digital force threatening to control secrets, systems, and the fate of entire nations. The stakes are higher than ever, as Ethan races to keep dangerous technology out of the wrong hands. Dead Reckoning features one of the most jaw-dropping stunts yet. Cruise rides a motorcycle off a towering cliff, soaring through the air before deploying a parachute. No special effects trickery, just pure real-life courage. And the story isn't over yet. Fans are waiting eagerly for Dead Reckoning Part 2, which promises to finish this explosive new chapter. Across all these adventures, some things never change. Ethan Hunt remains loyal to his team, even when governments turn their backs. He trusts his instincts, even when the odds.
Mission Impossible is more than a series of action movies. It's a story of loyalty, courage, and pushing human limits. It's about the thrill of the chase, the cleverness of deception, and the heart-pounding excitement of watching a man do the impossible, for real. From dangling inches above a floor, to leaping off cliffs, to saving the world one impossible mission at a time, Ethan Hunt and Mission Impossible have become legends. And thanks to Tom Cruise's relentless dedication, audiences around the world keep coming back for more. Because we know that in his world, nothing is impossible. And remember, this message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.